Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're here to do a reading for the collective. I've already pulled some cards to get into the energy and see what's going on, and I must admit that I considered scrapping this, but Spirit was not really fond of the idea of me not delivering this message. Okay, so let me tell you what is happening here. And you should know if this is your situation. Okay, this might be a reading for a masculine. If not, it's like you're one of the feminines involved here. So I have a situation in which an emperor character, so strong masculine, is like trying to figure out what to do. Like a lot of anxiety, a lot of overthinking. Okay, wanting to move forward but not sure how, trying to solve some problem regarding this Lady of Fire, which is the Queen of Wands, and the Lady of Air, which is the Queen of Swords. The Lady of Fire and the Lady of Swords have the Five of Swords between them. This is the card of contention, which makes me think that there's some kind of like competitive dynamic going on here. So this emperor person is like, I don't know what to do about this. So either this is an emperor who is in the middle of some kind of like fight between these two. Okay, it's like maybe they're your sisters and they're fighting. Maybe these are two different love interests that you're considering. Like, it seems like what you're really wanting here is to have happy family and to manifest what brings you the greatest amount of happiness with the Ten of Cups and the Magician. It's like this decision is about who to sort of side with, okay, with the Judgment card and the Ace of Cups. Who to side with if there's a dispute, or like who to pursue a new chapter with in love, okay? So, yeah, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be, I don't really know. So this emperor, though, it's like he has the Hermit, the Hierophant, and the Nine of Swords. In addition to Temperance, Eight of Fire, and Eight of Swords. So it's like really trying hard to figure out what the best course of action is here. All right, it seems like somebody who's at a loss. So why don't we do this? Why don't we look at the situation that has brought this emperor of ours to this point? What is the situation? The Seven of Pentacles. Okay. The Four of Pentacles. I'm getting that somebody here has felt like maybe they're not able to move forward in their life in some way, or they've reached a particular point where there's not a whole lot of growth, or it seems like a lot of waiting, a lot of like holding steady, okay? Maintaining what we have until something else ripens and is ready for us to use. Okay, tell me more about what led to this point for this emperor with this situation. This emperor could have a lot of, Ace of Pentacles. Emperor could have a lot of Aries, Virgo, Taurus, Gemini, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to, but those are some of the signs we're seeing. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. It's like, it might have felt like a whole lot of nothing has been happening in some way in the material world. It's like, I can't really do a whole lot about this. I'm kind of like, this is where I am. I'd like to have a new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles, but with the Two of Swords, it feels like there's no right choice. Okay, it's like Do I choose what my head wants or do I choose what my heart wants? Kind of thing. Perhaps. Okay. Now, what is currently going on in this situation? The World. Well, the World is the final card in the Major Arcana. So we're talking here about completion, the end of a cycle, Saturn energy. You get what you put into something. So that's what we're looking at here is consequence. The Two of Cups, yeah, a long-term relationship. Okay, so yeah, it definitely could be romantic. Like I said, it doesn't have to be. Two of Cups is often romantic, but it's not always. Like I said, this can be about whose side you're choosing, whoever these Lady of Fire and Lady of Air are to you. Okay, so tell me what's going on here. It's a very practical consideration that somebody is making. Feels like somebody's really trying to make a balanced decision out of wisdom, but there's a lot of anxiety here. There's a lot of thinking. Okay. Inclinations toward moving in one direction, but there's like kind of this feeling of, but what about that? Okay. Show me what else is going on currently. The Knight of Swords. How to communicate something here. What to take action toward with the Moon. Not knowing maybe all the ins and outs of how something is going to go down. Okay. Yeah, this Knight of Swords is looking over the Two of Cups in the World with the Moon. So there's a lot that is residing in this person's subconscious. Maybe, you know, like a fear of the unknown, perhaps. Yeah, there are things that, you know, like this is sort of new, uncharted territory in some way. Let's see, what time is it? I have to go here soon. So let's try to get to like the meat and the potatoes of the message here. All right, so we're considering a long-term relationship or like who we sort of want to invest in is what this is telling me. And by Emperor, you could be a feminine who has a lot of masculine energy, so just take it however it resonates. But what does Spirit have to say as to... Do I want to give advice, or do we want to like compare and contrast these two? What is the Emperor naturally inclined toward at this time? Who or what is the Emperor naturally inclined toward at this time? Queen of Pentacles. All right, so we don't have a Queen of Pentacles out here. Maybe this is one of these two. Okay, so could be an earth sign with either fire or air in it, but somebody who has skill sets. This person manages their home and their business. Okay, who is the Emperor most inclined toward? The Five of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. Whoa. What is that about? Well, fives are about change. Why are these fives here? Five of Cups is about loss and regret and sadness. Five of Pentacles is like maybe not feeling like you have enough money. Maybe this person is a Queen of Pentacles. It feels like they could relieve some of that, okay? Some of the financial burden, okay? But tell me more about why this Queen of Pentacles and whatnot. The Emperor and the Hanged Man. Well, there's the Emperor again with the Hanged Man. The Emperor has a new perspective. So whoever this Emperor, if it's you, you have some sort of new perspective. The Hanged Man is Neptune, and it talks about our ability to envision sort of an ideal, or like how we would like things to play out. Like I can see this and this and this happening. Like if you say that somebody is a visionary, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a lot of like Neptune somewhere where they can kind of like see a picture of how things can be. So the Emperor has seen some sort of vision as to how things can be, I feel, with a particular individual here. And how are they seeing that? I just saw the Ten of Wands, but it didn't quite come out. How are they seeing this vision here with the Queen of Pentacles? King of Cups, with a lot of emotional maturity. How are they seeing the situation with the Queen of Pentacles here? Ace of Wands. Well, okay, so either this person is inspiring the Emperor, okay, with excitement, with emotional maturity, or this other person possesses those qualities of emotional maturity and excitement. A lot of possibilities. Okay. So the Emperor is seeing the possibilities with whoever this Queen of Pentacles is. I don't know if it's the Lady of Fire or the Lady of Air. We have here the Wheel of Fortune. So they see that this could change their fortune in some way. There is like love here with the King of Cups. But there's also this feeling I have that a lot of this really rests upon the practicalities and material stability and how somebody feels about their material world. Okay, so is there anything that Spirit wants us to know about this Emperor, whether that's you or somebody else, like their motivations aside from the Pentacle? The King of Pentacles. This is very financially motivated, stability motivated. And I'm not going to say that that's a bad thing. Like, entirely, I have Venus in Capricorn, Sun in Capricorn in Western astrology. I mean, I get that there are practical considerations. But like, what else? Is there anything else? I mean, the King of Cups is here. That's not a bad energy. It is Scorpio, though, which it talks about, you know, other people's resources. Anything else about the motivation? Okay, so I have here the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. This is telling me that this person is feeling like finances, this is like the best option in some way to move forward. I feel like family is very important to somebody here with the Ten of Cups and the Magician, the Judgment, and the Ace of Cups. This is not somebody who's like making decisions just haphazardly. The practical, the root chakra stuff of, survival seems to be very important here. Spirit, what do you have to say about... Let's get a new deck. Use my mini double-decker Rider-Waite here. What do you have to say about what you think here with this person? Spirit, what do you have to say about what this person chooses or decides to do or pursue? What do you have to say as far as like advice? What are your thoughts? Nine of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. We have here the Nine of Wands, a character who is feeling worse for the wear. Okay, Nine of Wands has been through a lot. Okay, so whoever this Emperor is, they might be feeling like they are on a long road. They're tired. And Spirit says here with the Page of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups, to make a practical offer to the one that resonates with the heart space. So there has to be a heart connection here. Spirit is drawing attention to that. Once you figured out, okay, this is practical, what does my heart say? And then making practical moves toward what your heart says. All right. Spirit, can you tell me what the most likely outcome is for this situation in, I don't know, say the next 2 weeks? What's going to happen here in the next 2 weeks? Page of Pentacles, again. Yeah, that's why I have a double decker, because it really helps confirm what's already come out. Next 2 weeks, Spirit, please. The Three of Cups in the World. Making some sort of an offer that brings a sense of celebration and completion here. Okay. According to what is in our heart, but also practical for the long term with the world. Okay, well, that was a pretty cut and dry reading. Please do let me know how it resonates if it did. And let's see here. Let's get a card from the Modern Nirvana Oracle and see if Spirit has any closing advice, any helpful tidbits for you. anything, Spirit? Okay. Reciprocity and intention. Okay. Reciprocity and intention. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. That's a quote by Mahatma Gandhi. When you switch from a paradigm of self-serving to that of helping others, success, value, and purpose will almost always follow in direct response to the goodwill you offer to the world. When you enter into this ideal, you inspire the energy of reciprocity, which is a cycle of positive action and an exchange of kindness begetting even more kindness. Even something that may seem mundane, like inputting numbers into a spreadsheet day in and day out, when offered with an intention to serve, shifts into something meaningful and fulfilling. Even something as simple as helping someone with their groceries, opening a door, or offering assistance in what may feel like a small way can have a big impact on someone's life. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Not everyone can be famous, but everyone can be great, because greatness is determined by service." In a world where many will admire others for nothing more than being famous, the truth is, 10 years from now, most of us won't be able to name the cast of our favorite reality show, but we'll still remember Mother Teresa and Mahatma Gandhi because of their life's impact in service to humanity. Selflessness withstands the test of time. Every life you touch creates the potential for more kindness to emerge. Reciprocity comes in response to the new cycles you'll inspire through acts of loving kindness. Okay, so I'm going to skip to the end here. Take the situation you are dealing with today, or whatever issue may be before you, and dedicate it to the intention of reciprocity. Then watch what happens in the days ahead. Pay it forward, and what comes back to you will be a spiritual treasure that is absolutely priceless. Then intention says, right, so giving and receiving here seems to be rather important. The mind is the matrix of all matter, a quote by Max Planck. Okay. There are two ways to look at intention, through ego or through spirit. Ego says, I will force this thing to happen with my power. Spirit confidently states its intention, then surrenders to something greater and trusts the process. Your higher self also trusts that if the intention does not manifest, it's because what does show up in your life is for your highest good. Okay, so it's about kind of like setting your intention and surrendering to the flow, like being able to go with the flow with something and to continue like giving reciprocally. Science has taught us about atoms, the building blocks of life, but can it be true that atoms, or that which we focus on, can change through our intention? According to the notable German scientist Max Planck, there may be a conscious intelligence shaping those atoms. While accepting the Nobel Prize in 1918, he said, all matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force which brings the particle of an atom to vibration and holds this minute solar system of an atom together, right? Yeah, as above, so below. The atom and the solar system. We must assume behind this force of existence is a conscious and intelligent mind. A 2020 study published in the journal Nature Communications and carried out by psychologists at Queen's University in Kingston, Canada, estimated that the average person has 6,200 individual thoughts per day. So when you say affirmations like, I am free from all financial limitations, there are hundreds of thoughts countering that by saying, no, you're not. That is why it can be helpful to set an intention, something like, I set the intention for financial freedom so that I may use abundance I create to help cultivate a better world. It has a different vibration that the mind will more likely accept. Your brain goes, I set the intention to be financially free and I want to help other people, not just myself. Okay, I can get behind that. Okay. Financial stability is nice, of course, but you can also start with small daily intentions. For example, every morning try stating, I intend to have a wonderful and fulfilling day. Let's take a look at another example. A crystal necklace is beautiful and charged with healing energy. If you were given one as a gift, it would be very precious. But there are many ways it could have been offered to you. It could have been handed to you or thrown at you. It's the same gift, but given with a different intention. If it is handed to you, it is a gift, but if it is thrown at you, it becomes an insult. The same goes with your daily work and actions. Offer your work in service of creation and its meaning changes. So this is about the intention that we set behind when we're giving, behind when this emperor and this queen are having some sort of exchange that benefits them. It's about the underlying intention. It's not just about the exchange itself, right? So Spirit really wants to hammer home that love, the heart chakra, okay, is really important here, like what your heart is telling you and the intention that you go into something with. All right, so that is what I have for you. I hope that this helped, and I'll see you again soon.